When Israel at last came into the Canaan land, the Lord his riches gave, so full on every hand. They drove their foes before them and dwelt a happy band. Lord, I want this kind of blessing.
Praise the Lord. All right, we've come to another beautiful session. And that session has been tagged developing and improving your economic status through skill acquisition. Developing and improving your economic status through skill acquisition. Many young people today don't bother about acquiring skills or don't see vocational education as something lucrative or important. This is because they often desire to have ventures that are quick in money making. They want to engage in a venture that will produce millions in the next 3 months. They have just begun a venture 2 weeks ago. After 6 weeks, youths want to make it big because of impatience and that their quest for wealth. As a result, many of them don't fancy going into vocation, learning any hard work. They don't fancy it. They don't take it as something serious or something important. And as a result, you find many youths not there at all. Yet, there are people that are into various lucrative vocations and they are making it pretty big. I want to say that Paul the Apostle that we know in the Bible was a lawyer. Am I correct? Am I right? Now, aside being a lawyer, can anyone remember what vocation Paul learned? He learned what? Thank you very much. Tent making. And I want to ask as well, what was the vocation or the career that fed Paul till he died? Was it law? No. It wasn't law as a profession. It wasn't law. It was tent making. Paul, Aquila, and Priscilla were who? They were tenants. People that had dealings with skin and hide and all that. That was what they dealt in. And they remained in that occupation to feed the church, to sponsor the gospel, because they prospered in it. Paul the apostle said that he hadn't want. So all those gifts that people sent to him were additional. He was not in lack. He was a tent maker. People will bring their tents to him, he will repair. And after repairing, collect his money, and that is all. That is mission. It is an alternative to pure educational career. It is an alternative to it because there are other alternatives like business and all that. This is also an alternative. If you are not opportuned or you feel that you don't have that ability to go into that, now we have talked about technical ability. The first speaker made mention of intelligence quotient and technical quotient. There are some students that, some people that if they read without physical things, they can create mental images. They are deep in mental ability. And you can talk from now till whatever, you can store everything in their head. And the next 1 hour, they are still talking on what they have learned. And there are others that will not do much. 5 minutes, they are exhausted. But when you come to practical things, and then practical things that you can see, things that you can do with your hands, and then you make them to see the way you did it. Believe you me, they will do it for you, and by constant practice, they will improve on what you have done and give you a better thing. Those are the people that have high technical quotients. So, people with technical quotients can enroll into the vocational learning. It is an alternative. Now, we have lots of things you should know available lucrative vocations that are there.
If you ask those who are into estate management, they will show you places that have been marked out now for building, and companies are really building, and they are looking. People are not interested in using rug. Some people are not interested in using rug that they will remove, go and wash, bring it back. They are not ready for that. They are interested in tiles, and there are people who are involved in that as well. Borehole drilling is there. Don't despise any vocation. It is all about packaging. It is all about your what? Packaging. When you package yourself, in my brother's vocation, what he does is to dress well and walk boldly into a company and tells them, this is what I do. What can I offer you? Anything? And there is one that I know, a screen printer, that will walk into a company. He will just look at Indomie. He will go to his office, design a logo for Indomie, give Indomie a design and print it on a shirt and bring it to them and say, do you like this? Who did it? He said, I am the one that did it. They give him contract straight. A lot of things you can do. It's all about packaging. So don't despise any vocation. Don't say that furniture making is a poor vocation. Who said so? And so there are vocations that people can go into and make it big, especially if you have a high technical quotient. You will do far well. You will do pretty well in vocational learning. Now we have vocation centers. Let me talk about duration of learning. Let me go serially. Now when you talk about duration of learning, in vocational learning, your learning is dependent on your ability to learn fast, and that is why we talk about high technical quotient. If you have a good technical quotient, you can finish learning in screen printing within 3 years. If your technical quotient is so low, you may spend 5 years or 6. It is not a waste. Don't ever consider your years that you spend. That's why I said that originally that youths are impatient. They want quick money. And because of that, they are not patient to learn a vocation through which they can make it big. So, that's duration of learning. It depends on you, and also on the vocational center as it may be. Now we have terms and conditions. Terms and conditions of vocation is different from that of learning a trade or serving a master in business. Somebody may want to learn a trade, and then you pack your loads, your luggages, you go to your master's house, he feeds you, he pays your transport fare, clothes you, and does all that. In vocational learning, there is nothing like that. You fend for yourself. But you go there every day to learn the vocation pattern of settlement. The pattern of settlement is just a graduation ceremony. After you have learned the vocation, your choiced vocation, like catering and design, decoration, event planning, tiling, and printing press, screen printing, and all that, furniture making, you graduate, you do graduation. There is nothing like maybe a master will now rent a shop for you and do all that. No. You graduate because what you have learned will continue throughout your lifetime, and that is it. Now we have how to start, and I'll mention vocational centers and wrap it up there. How do you start? You start by picking up a form in any vocational center. That is a summary on how to start. We are ready to link you up. We have that is a common one, which I know some people have attended, the Nigeria Opportunity Industrial Center, which is abbreviated as NOIC. It is at 2nd Pedro or Charlie Boy, there, close to Oshodi, between Oshodi and Bagada and all that. The Oshodi-Bagada Expressway. That is where it is located. They have some vocational studies right there. They have catering there. They have other things there that they do, computer hardware and all that they learn there. We have NIAS screen printing, and there are other screen printing centers. That one is located at Alaka, and several others that we will let you know if you indicate interest. Thank you very much for affording me this opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you, sir. Quickly, we want to move on to business, practical steps to the top. And I'll be handing over the mic to the next speaker, Mr. Ekedozie Ifeanyi.
Amen. A businessman by his grace, and also in the house of God. I am privileged to be one of the youth and the children ministers. Then I am talking on attitude, on business, and it is important that we pay attention, because going back to what our mommy said when she was addressing us, she made mention of people, you not stopping because you don't have anybody to sponsor you as someone who is in business or someone who wants to get into business. Personally, I am born in a family of 4, and we have nobody, no uncle, nobody to help us. But I was determined so many years ago to succeed, whether or not anybody comes to my aid. And as a result, I continue to struggle as it were. In the search of that, I was asked to stop school by my father, because you can understand the level of poverty at that time. I stopped at JS3 after my junior work, and I made my papers, but then there was nothing I could do than to stop, and moved down to Lagos in the year 1991 on January 12th, and get into apprenticeship, and after many years I was settled, and we started business. Then I've encountered so many things in business. I'm just telling you the story because part of what I'm saying is just a story. In 1996 at Mandela's, when I've made some money after my settlement, there was a fire incident on the 6th of February, 1996. 2006, not 1996. 2006. Everything I made as a person, not just in thousands, but in millions, got burnt. On the set day, I was left with only 7,500 naira. And that was just my personal, what I call casual savings. It's not just in my own account. Then what I did on the eve of that day that the fire was on was to get some recharge card to call friends, because what is 7,500 to whatsoever. And we waited on that eve thinking that there's going to be a solution to that. At the end of the day, we slept over at Lagos Island, waiting. At the end of the day, everything that we've labored for collapsed. And that was all, everything went. My wife then was pregnant. You know, I don't know what to do. You said, are you married? Yes. I'm not young, I'm 40 years. Praise the Lord. Don't look young. No, don't mind my stature. I clocked 40 September 30 last few months ago. 40. Praise the Lord. So we started again after 1 year of going around to get, who will help us. We call friends, and some people sent into our account some money. Then we got another place at number 12 Davis Street, close to Mandela's, just adjacent. There's one Catholic, one Anglican church there. Then, after so many years, in 2 years later, few years later, the place also got burnt, and everything also went. I only escaped with few. Then, as if that was not enough, but remember I told you I determined not to stop. I knew I was going to make it, and I continued struggling, believing God, but not believing God, praying and keeping my hand just folded like that. No, I go out, travel to Ghana, you go to Togo, you go to this, all in the name of trying to succeed. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Then, as if that was not enough, God helped us again. We made some money and got to where we called Great Nigerian Building. And November 4th, 2013, there was another fire disaster. Then that one also took some, but not all. But we are determined not to stop. We continue. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. But there was something that helped me, and is still helping me, which I want to tell you, that if you want to succeed as somebody who is a businessman, or you want to be a business person, there is this attitude that you must not, go along with. But there is this negative attitude also that you must put on. And what is it? One is that, first of all, I have told you that determination is a vision in me. I have a vision. Because when I was living East then, I look at my father's compound, I said, no, I've seen other compound. I want to make this place better. Praise the Lord. And when I moved out, that thing I saw was in my heart. So when I came to Lagos, even then I wasn't born again. I wasn't born again. I got born again in the year 1994. Praise the Lord. So I continued holding on the fact that I don't want to be like others. In my place, so many boys will come and will serve, and before you know it, they will just go home and start. I said to myself, no, you will just go home once, to either at the time of settlement. So I kept to that. The attitude I want to talk on is that if you have a vision and you don't have a right attitude, that vision will not work out anything. I go to Great Nigerian House with only 120,000 naira. But in me, I was just going out, meeting companies, going to companies, getting some samples of what I am marketing, meeting people. But in me, the attitude you must put on is the attitude of sincerity. The attitude of being friendly. So many people want to succeed, but they are not friendly. And in the world today, everybody wants to associate with a friendly person. Every man, whether you are born again, whether you are not born again, Christian or non-Christian, want to associate with somebody that you can, through the picture of his face, you can read his mind or her mind. So I got there, doing what I know to do best. Somehow God began to work, because we must not put God out of whatsoever we are doing. Now, one of the day I got a sample I gave to a man, possibly for this man to have entrusted a big amount of money to my hand to go and get the goods for him, he must have been watching your life. So one of the day I took a sample to a particular man, and the man said how much. I told him whatsoever. Do you know what the man said? Now I'm going to give you, how much is the cost? I said it is 5 million. You know what the man said? He just went to his shop. I followed him. Those of you that are staying at Great Nigerian House, I stay at 8th floor, and I followed him to his shop at 3rd floor. He gave me 2.5 million, and that was how life began. Went to the company, we made our gains in hundreds of thousands, and not only that, the company now looked at us and said we can do business with you, and they start supplying us, and we now become suppliers. So when you have something in your head which is something you are thinking to become, you want to become that, first of all, this attitude of a thing must be put into consideration if you are going to succeed. I hope you are listening to me. If you must succeed, you have a good attitude. And we continued. One of the day, as I was planning, thinking how do I expand my business, I go to an office of a Chinese man. I saw the Chinese man talking to somebody and said, you Nigerians are bad, this and that. You know, you write check and this and that. You don't, you know. When I heard that, I said I want to take advantage of what I've had now. I came there to buy with cash, but I see him talking to a Nigerian man saying you don't know the value of shake. I said to myself, okay, take advantage of this thing. I bought goods from the man. I said, please, I'm going to issue you shake. When the shake is cleared, then supply me the goods. I just wanted to initiate a business transaction through shake, because what we deal on is not something you enjoy. If you have 10 million, you are just starting. Have 5 million, you are about to begin. So I did that. He said, are you? I said, but I know what I was doing. And when I did that, he worked. The next day, I said, just go and collect it last time, no problem. He did that. Second day, third day. The next day, I said, please, I'm going to post-date it with a day. He said, since it will work. I did that second time, 3 days. Now, this man, by the grace of God, will give me goods of 10 million credit. Without check again. He said, I've looked at you and I want to do business with you. And he called his Oga in China and tell them that this man, anything we want now, even if I travel to the east, anywhere I am, I just make a call. I don't need to go to a business to do business. I don't go to my shop to do business. Just put up a call and things will be going. So the plan, there is the vision, then there is a right attitude. That right attitude, many people in my place of business at times, I go around, I see people, they are not laughing, customers will come, they are not friendly. And who do you want to do business with? If you want to be a good business person, you've got to be friendly. You've got to be somebody who is cheerful, working for somebody. I called my sales girl one day. I said, you are not cheerful. He said, sales girl working under me. I said, what is the matter? You know, I just want you to be laughing. Don't look at my face, and I don't look at your face. I'm married. But I just want you to be happy. And I said, okay, it's a problem, money. I said, okay, I'm going to make you happy. Only work well, behave well. And I have to put money. I thought I know how much I pay her. More than what everybody is paid in that market. And I give her money as she requests. But at times I said, young lady, you are not meeting up to my demand, though. All this money I'm giving you, look at this, look at that. So, please, if you are a sales girl here, don't tell us we go to Ireland, we go to this. While you are still receiving the amount you are receiving, shake your attitude towards that business you are doing. People are receiving good money there. I know how much I pay. Don't ask me. I pay good money. But then I must see you work. You want to know how much I pay? Then come to my office. Come to my office. So if you have a right attitude, I promise you, we pay you well. come to Ireland, ask of us. If you have a right attitude and you are agile, you work, we pay you well. Do you get what we're saying? So there is job everywhere. It's only that the PFT, after I watched, we said that in PFT, we produce the right people and the right people get their job. The issue is that the right people get their job. So that is where we want to cut it now because of our time. So other informations, please write in, submit to the people appropriate portal. We will answer your question. We don't have time here.
Praise the Lord. If you have 5 million, you have not started. If you have 10 million, you are just starting. And I say praise the Lord and you are clapping like that. You have not started. Amen. We'll move on to the next person now. Mr. Emmanuel Obuna.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. You need to be a businessman. I'm telling you. That is where the money is. At the end of the day, you see the people who are working in the offices coming out to come and struggle with us in the business places. What are they looking for? Money. Do you want money? Yeah, we want money. But do you know that there is a problem? Let me pick from how he started. He looked at his background. First of all, looking behind you. Know the state of your life. At the time you are about to take a step forward, look behind and know what is behind you. Ask yourself, the place you are living, is it desirable enough to come back to? If that place is not desirable to come back to, then zero in your mind never to return back to that place. Okay? When he was leaving, the situation that made him unable to finish the senior secondary school, now he first of all abhorred it. He hated that situation. And what is that situation? Poverty. He hated that situation with passion and looked behind, looked at other houses, other families, and decided that this place will be like these other people, even much more better by the time I'm coming back here, if at all I'm coming. And he moved. Look back. What did I say? Your background will give you the momentum. And permit me to say, the momentum for propentum. The momentum for what? Propentum. Don't check your dictionary for that one. It's not there. That propentum is the momentum that propels you, that propels. That is how I brought it together. It is the Mass Dictionary. Praise the Lord. Now, he moved away, and where did he go? He moved to the city to do what? To work as a motorboy, aimlessly on the street. He went to serve somebody. He went to be an apprentice. I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of apprenticeship in business ownership. The importance of apprenticeship in business ownership. If you want to be a business owner, you want to be an importer, you want to be a multi-millionaire in doing business in one aspect of trade or service, then you must be an apprentice. I want to tell you, there is nothing like self-made millionaire. What did I say? There is nothing like, nobody made himself by himself. There are a lot of factors that came together to make you who you are, or that will make you who you are going to be. Human factors, elemental factors, spiritual factors, physical factors, and what have you. They came together to make you, directly or indirectly. Now, he moved and went to serve, to become an apprentice, and then to learn a trade. What did I say? Learn a trade. You can't do business without learning a trade. You can't do business.
Cheerful. He says they are working under me.
Praise the Lord. Okay? When he was leaving, the situation that made him unable to finish the senior secondary school, now he first of all abhorred it. He hated that situation. And what is that situation? Poverty. He hated that situation with passion, and looked behind, looked at other houses, other families, and decided that this place will be like these other people, even much more better by the time I'm coming back here, if at all I'm coming. And he moved. Look back. What did I say? Your background will give you the momentum. And permit me to say, the momentum for propentum. The momentum for what? Propentum. Don't check your dictionary for that one. It's not there. That propentum is the momentum that propels you, that propels. That is how I brought it together. It is the Mass Dictionary. Praise the Lord. Now, he moved away, and where did he go? He moved to the city to do what? To work as a motorboy, aimlessly on the street. He went to serve somebody. He went to be an apprentice. I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of apprenticeship in business ownership. The importance of apprenticeship in business ownership. If you want to be a business owner, you want to be an importer, you want to be a multi-millionaire in doing business in one aspect of trade or service, then you must be an apprentice. I want to tell you, there is nothing like self-made millionaire. What did I say? There is nothing like, nobody made himself by himself. There are a lot of factors that came together to make you who you are, or that will make you who you are going to be. Human factors, elemental factors, spiritual factors, physical factors, and what have you. They came together to make you, directly or indirectly. Now, he moved and went to serve, to become an apprentice, and then to learn a trade. What did I say? Learn a trade. You can't do business without learning a trade. You can't do business without learning the business. Now, but we discover that in this generation, I'm not looking at any paper because I don't have any slide here. I'm giving what we call freestyle. This one is free talk. Now, the generation we have found ourselves, we have discovered that apprenticeship has gradually gone into extinction. Nobody wants to serve anybody again. Have you noticed that? Many of you are here now. When we tell you to go and learn a skill, when we are talking about vocation, if you go to Facebook on my page, you will see I posted one of my daughters. I personally went to the parents and brought this girl out, the first daughter in the house, family of 6. And then I looked at the condition of the family. No hope. First child after secondary school. The place they are living is nothing to write home about. I personally went with the car, and after speaking with the parents, I brought her out and enrolled her to learn a skill in baking and confectionaries. She did for 2 years and graduated with her certificate. And you saw, I posted the picture, the madam, who happens to be one of our sisters in church, blessing her and praying for her and giving her certificate. The parents, everybody's happy. That is the first person to have done that in their family. It was a record. Now, Now, when she was learning that thing, she had some complaints. She would complain about this. I told her, my friend, what you are looking for is the skill, the knowledge. As long the inconveniences you are complaining about, as long as it does not threaten your life, remain there. If it is money, I give money. I take care of the money, feeding the things, whatever she needs. Just say it, except I don't have. But there's no how. If I don't have, what do I leave her like that? Praise the Lord. Now, learning a skill or learning a trade. The generation we are, youths are not interested in apprenticeship. Everybody wants quick money. Overnight millionaire. Now, the results of that craving for quick money is what is happening in Ladipo. Now, let me just talk about, I will round off now. What I'm talking about is not, I'm not giving academic talk. I just want to just give a little motivation so that you can now begin to think. Now, wow. Now, the result of not wanting to learn a trade is what is going on in Ladipo. In fact, if you saw me yesterday here, my legs were very dirty. You noticed me yesterday when we came here. Very dirty. Look at my clothes. Why? War. Who are the people causing the war there? Young men who refuse to stay at the hands of their masters to learn a trade, to learn business. 2 years, 3 years down the line, they run away. I have known. Go to village, lie. They will escape from their master's house with their master's money and remain in Lagos. You don't have a shop. You have not fully learned the business. You don't have the connection your master is supposed to give you as settlement. The connection. You know, when you serve very well and customers have got used to you, there's no how. Out of 20 customers, you will take 5. At least you will take 5. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Or some you share, you can take 5. You related very well as a servant, and then by the time now you related very well with others will patronize you and patronize their master. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now they don't have opportunity for that. You see them rigmaroling. Now they want to carry truck. Some of them are riding Okada there. Some are driving keke there and causing trouble. If you go and see the hold up there, they are people that left their masters. If you go to warehouse, we did an offload. We did an offload one of the warehouse there. Now you can't even make a move anywhere and drop any, you offload any goods from the container and keep it carelessly, it will get missing. Who are the people constituting that trouble? People, apprentices that want to become Oga in a day, in 1 year. They absconded from their masters. Some of them were taken back to the village. They came back to Lagos on their own, and then they believe that I can make it. Young man, what are you doing? I am hustling. Hustling what? Boboro. Anything goes for them. Now, we are encouraging you. Listen. If you are going to do business, and then you don't now need to bother much about capital, you must have a foundation, and that foundation is apprenticeship. You must go to serve somebody. At the end of service, the man will settle you. Are you getting what I'm saying? You must be settled after a duration. That one is another course. I'm not going into that. I have a written lecture on apprenticeship, but I will leave it. It's not for today. Now you will serve the man. He settles you. As he's settling you with either money or a shop with goods, he is indirectly or directly. Some does it. Some indirectly don't know that they are doing it. He settles you with customers. Out of 20 customers your guy has, there's no how. If you start doing very well and related well with them, you will take 5. By the time you are on your own, you will have at least people that are coming to ask you, how are you in this shop? So I say, convert apprenticeship. Now let us go back to the era of apprenticeship, so that you don't need to begin to bother what to do, how to do it, money to do it, and all that. Thank you.